on this field today, and we can't wait. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the offense after their first possession. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. I mean, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
QB decides to keep it here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option, he has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Will he score here? A horrible field position to start the drive, but they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the left sideline.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They get into the ground about the 18-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
Down he goes, a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Perez. He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down. And the Huskers will have to kick this away.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quarterback keeps the football. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
At the 43-yard line. Brings up second down. Ready up.
We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Second down after that short completion. And he drops back in the gun. Snags the quick throw. Just trucks the man. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
One of those critical third down plays coming up.
Here we go.
And they'll give it to the back. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Offense set for the sixth play in this drive.
3:25.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
42 Spider. 4 to freedom.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. They're going to run the option. The back's got to run the pitch. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds his target, and it's complete. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Makes the catch. It's Welch. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Good enough for a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Perez. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. A completion makes it second and short.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw it again. Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Welch. Tackle quickly, but a solid gain. Ball spotted at the 25 now.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Vega. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The Huskers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. Intercepted in the end zone. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On first down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down and long now from their own 6. Dropping back, it's Perez. Quick throw, caught over the middle. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. On third down, he drops to throw. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Cornhuskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Send the back in motion. Looking to chuck it again. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Perez. And a sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the offense will take over.
Offense ready to start this drive. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
That sack sets up a second down and long. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout by the offense.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Coverage team brings down the return.
Nebraska offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They're going to run it. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. First down here for this offense. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Short loss of the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Scanning the field, it's Perez. Quick throw over the middle. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw again. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
They're going to run it here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
325.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Huskers. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Offense comes out to start this drive. They're in pretty good position. It's a 2-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with the 11 seconds remaining. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining.
Nebraska.
Okay, ready?
2nd down after that previous play.
42 Spider.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Bringing pressure. Finding space at the 20. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.